In this video, we'll be taking a look at all today's NBA matchups, and I'll break them all down with free winning picks so you can bet smarter and win bigger. But first, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell so you get our picks the second they drop, because when the lines move, the early birds cash in. And if you want the full winning sport picks experience, head over to wspicks.com and check out our VIP packages, or grab a free consultation with one of our professional sports consultants for the sharpest edge you'll find anywhere. That's where the real plays live. We are your bookmaker's worst nightmare. These are the games we're hammering, the ones the books can't afford you to bet. This is Winning Sport Picks. The free picks are about to drop, and they're coming in hot. We start with New Orleans versus Washington, where the market is telling a very clear story. New Orleans laying 1.5 on the road shows respect, but the value indicators lean heavily toward Washington catching plus 1.5 at home. This is a classic spot where the favorite is priced on reputation, while the underdog benefits from pace and late game variance, especially with a high total sitting at 239, with both teams comfortable playing fast and neither side incentivized to slow this down. This sets up as a scoring environment that favors points. The play here is Washington plus 1.5 and over 239. Next up, Philadelphia versus Orlando. Philadelphia laying 1.5 on the road is a red flag price in this spot, especially against an Orlando team that's been far more competitive at home than the market gives them credit for. The spread suggests a tight game, and the money line split confirms this isn't a blowout setup. With the total at 227, this profiles as a grinded out matchup where efficiency matters more than tempo. The value side is Orlando plus 2 and under 227. Now, Toronto versus Boston. Boston laying 8 at home is justified, but it's also inflated. Toronto catching plus 8 gives you margin in a game where Boston doesn't need style points and is content to manage the fourth quarter. The total at 224.5 sits right in a range where Boston games often stall late. This is a classic big number road dog spot paired with a slower finish. The pick is Toronto plus 8 and under 224.5. Clippers versus Brooklyn is next, and this is one of the cleaner numbers on the board. The Clippers laying 2.5 tells you the market trusts them to control the game, but not dominate. Brooklyn catching plus 2.5 at home has live value, especially in a matchup that projects to stay within 1 or 2 possessions throughout. The total of 213.5 is low by modern standards, and that's intentional. This is expected to be a half-court game with longer possessions. The play is Brooklyn plus 2.5 and under 213.5. We close with Oklahoma City versus Memphis. Oklahoma City laying 4 on the road is not a casual number. That's a statement line. The spread reflects current form, matchup edges, and consistency, while Memphis catching plus 4 is priced more on name than performance. The total at 233.5 is elevated, but the tempo and efficiency metrics support it. Oklahoma City has been covering these mid-range spreads, and Memphis struggles to keep pace for 48 minutes. The picks here are Oklahoma City minus 4 and over 233.5. Now listen to me, those are the free picks, but the one game I am unloading on tonight, the game that's going to crush your bookie's soul, that's the VIP play of the day at wspicks.com. This is the nuke, the hammer, the max bet, the one play I've circled, the game that will bury your bookmaker 6 feet under. When it hits, and it will, your bookie is going to need a doctor, a lawyer, and maybe even a priest. If you want to ride with me on the biggest bet of the day, get to wspicks.com right now. Quick recap before we get out of here. Washington plus 1.5 and over 239. Orlando plus 2 and under 227. Toronto plus 8 and under 224.5. Brooklyn plus 2.5 and under 213.5. Oklahoma City minus 4 and over 233.5. This is Winning Sport Picks, where we don't just bet, we bury bookmakers. Smash that subscribe button, drop your favorite plays in the comments, and hammer that like button like you're hammering your bookie into the dirt. We're cashing, we're dominating, and tonight we're dancing on the grave of your bookmaker. Let's go!